Morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn. So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. It is Tuesday, that's right, the 29th of November. We're almost to the end of the month. Well, we're practically to the end of November. Tomorrow will be the last day, and then we start December on Thursday. Good morning to all of our regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally. Well, we saw more drama yesterday as rescue efforts were carried out or being carried out by citizens. I am yet to see a video with first responders. Well, everybody said, well, ordinary citizens, residents in these areas, on their little boats and stuff, going into the areas to rescue people. I have not seen any video. That's not to say they don't exist, but I haven't seen any videos with any first responders responding in any one of these communities. But you could call in and you could tell me, you know, if you're familiar with one of these areas that is underwater. We have two guys that put out two videos. One was an interview, and the other was a social media video that the person put out as a resident of Bamboo. And they mentioned why Bamboo is underwater. And we will review that. This morning we're also going to take a look at Saddam Hussein's question to Rohan Sinanan in Parliament. Faris Al-Rawi apparently was out in his boots on Sunday doing his thing, speaking into the camera. I don't know what else he do while he was out. He said they were toying. But I tell you, we're going to talk about that this morning. We're going to take some calls. And after I saw what was taking place yesterday, I went and searched now, you know, for something that we could have bought, or we should have, at least a fleet of about 8 or 10 of them. But we'll take a look at that in the second hour. In the meantime, let's get into the news day. Woman in tottering house rejects rescuers. I not leaving. And flooding leaves family homeless. The attempted rescue of an elderly woman from a tottering house in Manzanilla failed on Monday as pensioner Carol Muller refused to leave her home and her pets. She turned away her brother and rescuers from the disaster management unit of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, the fire service, and the police service. So, all right. So they were out in Manzanilla, carrying out rescue efforts. Kudos to them, all the men and women of these in these first response units, because you know that's what happens all over the world. Just for all over the world crew. Yeah, usually when you have things like this, you have immediate response. You have helicopters. You have boats. You have all sorts of rescue attempts taking place to get people out of these areas. You know, this happens all over the world now. Yeah. Adverse weather alert downgraded from orange. Debay family homeless after their house collapses. Third person charged for Tobago SRP's murder. Moruga woman stabbed to death after planning U.S. trip with killer before attacking 66-year-old Patsy Ramcharan at the family's home in Moruga on Sunday. The suspect and the victim were discussing plans to go to the U.S. to spend the Christmas holidays together. Instead, the family is now mourning the stabbing death of Ramcharan, the grandmother of 6, from White Trace in St. Mary's Village. The suspect, a 38-year-old close female relative, has been detained by the police. Huh? But I don't know. But I telling you, boy. So we're making plans to go to New Orleans for the Christmas. An eyewitness recalled a female neighbor standing in the rain, weeping and begging the woman with the knife to leave Ramcharan alone. The suspect did not budge. As if Ramcharan knew the danger the concerned neighbor was in, she pleaded with the neighbor not to enter the property. Let me see, boy. Earlier in the day, my mother cooked. All right, Ramcharan, the mother of three, lived in the house with her husband, and the suspect had been staying with the couple. Earlier in the day, my mother cooked, and they were talking. They did not have any argument. They were making plans to go to New Orleans for Christmas. Ramcharan's son, Terence Batiste, told Newsday on Monday. Batiste got a call about the stabbing and was told to head to the hospital. And at 1:30 p.m. on Sunday, neighbors were alerted by Ramcharan's screams, and on checking, they saw her gasping, with the other woman holding a knife smeared with blood nearby. What kind of madness going on in this place, boy? An eyewitness said Ramcharan had confided in someone that the suspect was taking medication for an unknown ailment. And after taking the medication, she would have no recollection later of things she had done. Mom of murdered Mova laborer says people envied him. That's also on page 7. Schools resume today. Well, I saw this release, and schools resume today except where cleanup is taking place. No, well, it have areas in the country where they weren't affected by floods, so the children, they go back out to school today. But for the children in these flood-affected areas, they will have to, they say the parents will have to liaise with the principal, or the principal will liaise with the parents, and they'll sort that out. But as it stands, school was closed yesterday, but today it will resume, except, as far as I know, for those children in those flooded areas of Trinidad and Tobago where cleanup is taking place. PM to move motions on DCP appointments. HCC chairman makes bold promise to Real Spring residents. This will be your last major flood. Yeah. This will be your last major flood. While thousands around the country still face high flood water and mass cleanup efforts, Chairman of the Housing Development Corporation, Noel Garcia, is assuring residents of at least one community that they will not face a repeat next year. On Monday, Garcia spoke with media and residents at Real Spring Housing Development in Valsain, where water has inundated the community over the past several days. He said although little could be done to deal with the immediate flooding there, the Ministry of Works and Transport has proposed a permanent fix. You see me? Let me turn the page up, Panda. Water supply affected as Wassa facilities need cleaning and repairs. Landslip causes closure of part of the Grand Couva Main Road. PTSC, oh gosh. They said the bus in the video had an airbag malfunction. We actually have that, eh? That footage, that video that was released yesterday by one citizen who was down at Citygate, I believe it was. They said the bus break in half, man. Well, I was watching it and I was wondering, well, how the bus could break in half. But they're saying that the bus had an airbag malfunction. We'll get back to that in the second hour. Al-Rawi says, government preparing in case weather alert rises to red. Minister of Local Government Faris Al-Rawi says, the bad weather over the past few days has resulted in 137 significant landslips across the country, with 83 major flooding events and 31 fallen trees. Well, they could really count. Given this, while he hopes the adverse weather alerts are not raised to red, he said government is preparing for that possibility. I just had a laugh, you know. I just had a laugh. Faris Al-Rawi is the local government minister. Faris Al-Rawi, who studied law for years, became Attorney General, never win a case. It's the greatest losing record for any Attorney General ever in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? And then with all the law he learned and all the law he knew, and having been appointed Attorney General, entered into a deal that he did not have the authority to enter into with Vincent Nelson, which is the indemnity deal which eventually led to the collapse of the criminal case against Ram Logan and Ram Dean as right now. If he could study law and win a case, what he could do in local government? Director, have I right to laugh at the back, yes? Gonzalez says electricity restored in most areas after bad weather. Director, I ain't sure I should read this, you know. You sure, boy? Is that Fitzgerald Hines' comment? You sure I should read this way? National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines says that the bad weather will not stop the police from fighting crime. Bad weather not stopping police from fighting crime. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines says the police are ready and able to deal with criminals who may try to take advantage of the bad weather. You know what, let me just turn. Oh, thankfully that's it. All right. Okay. Overnight rain leads to flooding in Pinal and Dibe. Well, boy, we're going to get to those things. Let me get to those things. Eh? Oh, boy. And, of course, all the Tobago news is about the zip line. All right? Nice. Real zip line news coming out of Tobago. But people underwater in Trinidad and Tobago, so we had to deal with that. Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. When you're talking IBS, burning stomach, acid reflux, bloating, or ulcers, you're talking effective relief with Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. With more than 70% of your immune system located in your gut, you can address all those problems at the source and improve your overall health with Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. And a healthy gut, of course, will lead to a better living, all right? Or it'll be a major step towards better living. So you can look for the leading pharmacies and health stores near you. And for more information or to get yourself Kyodophilus, enzyme and probiotics, you know what to do? Just call or WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. Just before we go to the break, Director, let me inform you guys. Like I said yesterday, we would try to run a campaign to get some assistance to these people in these areas, right? So we're calling on the public officially now. Now you could come down to Synergy TV. Kelmore will be here at 12 noon. So like on your lunch break, you're going for lunch, you want to drop off some stuff, you could come to Synergy TV, you could drop it off right here. If you're dropping off items, if you're dropping off clothing, because I would imagine that people are going to need clothes, all right? You got to label the bags, because we have time to open bags and sort male, female, boy, girl, or whatever the case might be. Children, adult, whatever. So if it's clothing, put it in a bag and label the bag on what that clothing is. Because people are going to need, I would imagine they've lost a lot of things, including clothes. One of the things that we'll try to see if we could assist with, mattresses. I learned that from Rockard when we were doing the relief in 2018. Yeah. Let me just tell you now that if you're more toward the central area, what you could do is you could go to number 55 Southern Main Road, McBean, Couva. That's where Signs R Us is located. And Signs R Us, you could drop off items there at Signs R Us. If it is monetary, what you could do is put it in a sealed envelope, okay? And just mark it Breaking Dawn flood relief or whatever, something to that effect. Now, if you want any other information from the people at Signs R Us in terms of directions, for those of you in the central area that want to head there to contribute anything towards getting relief to these people, or to at least some of these people in these flood affected areas, you can call them on 756-7648. That is 756-7648. But that is one drop-off point, and that is in Couva. All right, number 55, Southern Main Road, McBean, Couva. Very easy to find on the Southern Main Road. All right? In South, all you know where to go. Richard Liquor Cellar. All right? I didn't get on to Richard yesterday, but nice small thing. Just tell him you come to drop off for the flood relief, and don't worry, he'll land it. I'll have him on the phone today when I come off the air this morning. But you're probably watching the show right now. Morning, Richard. So you all know where to go, Richard's Liquor Cellar in Marabella. Very easy to find as well. You could drop off there. Like I said, same thing. If it's a monetary contribution, and we purchase whatever we have to purchase with that, you could drop it off there in a sealed envelope, Breaking Dawn flood relief. It's very simple. All right, for those of you who would like to contribute, maybe you're abroad, or maybe you don't have time to go down, if you want, you can send me a WhatsApp message letting me know that you're interested in rendering some assistance, but you want online information. I will give you an account number that you could contribute. You could do an online transfer. So you could contribute from the comfort of your home, and we will deal with things from there. But given the state of affairs and the significant losses that these people have suffered, I haven't heard the government talk about any flood relief grants. Even if they do, I think that some people, since the last flood, still waiting on their grant. Because remember when those grants were being given out, they started to come and talk about people double dipping and all kind of nonsense, right? So I don't even know if everybody got a grant who needed a grant in the last flood. So I wouldn't even depend on them solely to provide anything, right? Not saying that they're not obligated to, or they don't have a responsibility to reimburse people to some extent for their losses, but we're not going to depend on them solely and wholly. All right? So if you want to do that, we could do online transfer. I'll send you banking information because I cannot advertise it. And we do it that way. Okay? That's the best we could do for now. But like I say, you could come down to Synergy TV, we are drop-off point, anytime from 12 noon. And you could also go to Saint Zaros in Couva, you could go to Richard de Casella in South. As far as it is right now, that's the 3 drop-off points that we're working with. Don't forget, I did change the December parang. I was going to have my first ever pork and parang. We decided we're not going to do it like charging for tickets and that kind of thing this year. What we will do is we will put on a parang show right outside Synergy TV here on Friday, December the 16th. I'm working towards that. And when we put on that show, what we're asking people to do is, instead of buying a ticket, just walk with our contribution. That's all. And that contribution will go towards a charitable action. In terms of whether or not by December 6th, because December 16th is like it's just about two weeks away. And these people who are in these flood-affected areas will still be, looking for assistance, I would imagine, or doing in the middle of their cleanup, especially with Christmas coming. We're coming out of the hurricane season and the rainy season right now, so they will get some ease, but in some areas the water is just not going anywhere. So I would imagine over the next week or so, they're going to be in some problems, and then they got all this cleanup, and then they got to, restore their home to some level of, that is acceptable to live in. So all December, around December 16th or so, we should be still out on the road at least the week of Christmas, doing some stuff, delivering to people who were in areas that are affected. The little parang show will give you some form of entertainment, and all you have to do is work with a contribution, and we'll put it towards that cause. All right? And that's why I do events, people. I don't like to really, usually I do events like my boat ride, like any other event I do. We do take part proceeds from that, and we put it towards something. I always say that's the best way, invite the viewers, invite the supporters, the fans of Breaking Dawn to come to something where they at least get back something for their money, and then we take part proceeds from that after we pay their bills and whatever, and we put it towards something. So that's what we do. All right, or that's how I do it. All right. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back from the break, we will review what was said by the 2 people in Bamboo and what caused the area to be under that type of water. We will also take a listen to Saddam Hussein and Rohan Sinanan going back and forth, and much more. And we're going to entertain your calls as well. So we're gonna get that done when we return. All right? So stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Unique Group of Companies specializes in complete outfitting for residential and commercial buildings locally and regionally. For 34 years, we have been the premium manufacturers and exporters of high-quality bifold sliding and pocket door systems, fire-rated doors, windows, and architectural moldings. We also supply and install operable louver shutters, hardwood floors, staircases, and toughened laminated glass. Unique Woodworking Limited and Unique Lumber and Construction Guyana Incorporated also supply kiln-dried greenheart, mahogany, cedar, and teak. Our logs are cut and shipped by Unique Lumber Guyana and dried in our computerized kiln at our factory's facilities in Trinidad. Visit our showrooms to see the quality, which makes us unique.
As the rains come down, it brings mosquitoes and other unwanted insects. But don't let this kill your joy. Repel X Insect Repellent Cream. Repel X is odorless, goes on smoothly, and does not leave oily residue on your skin. Repel X contains the active ingredient DEET, which is effective in repelling mosquitoes and other biting insects. And it's manufactured locally by VNS Pharmaceuticals Limited. Finally, an insect repellent that's both effective and affordably priced. Pick up your Repel X Insect Repellent today at pharmacies across the country.
Ho, 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 ho! Hello, Central Trinidad! Did you hear about the 4th annual Santa Christmas Flea Market? Well, it's happening just off the highway at Monroe Road West. Ho, 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 ho. It's filled with plenty of discounts and gift ideas, including home furnishings, clothing, bicycles, toys, ride-ons, lights and deco, household goods, and more. The flea market is from December 2nd to the 24th, so make sure to pop by. Monroe Road is the place to be for deals and Christmas cheer this year. The 4th annual Santa's Christmas Flea Market at Monroe Road. Vendors, spaces are limited, so book now. Call 745-1369. It's filled with plenty of discounts and gift ideas, including home furnishings, clothing, bicycles, toys, ride-ons, lights and deco, household goods, and more. The flea market is from December 2nd to the 24th.
Tactical Enterprises Limited, located at Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia. They wholesale and retail cellular phone and cellular accessories, smart home automation products, portable Bluetooth speakers, office chairs, and ideal gifts for the young generation. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Tactical Enterprises or call 716-2900, 469-9900 or 325-0000. Tactical Enterprises Limited, Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia, where style meets technology.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle. From the first restaurant in 1968, when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air. Like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste, and I love it too. And the kids, they have more to enjoy. For me, the castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
With the brand new Passage One card, earning points is as easy as shopping at any Passage Food King supermarket, Bright Ideas and Crave. And let me show you how easy it is to redeem points. You can redeem your points when you shop for new curtains, household items, decor, flowers, and seasonal items at Bright Ideas. You can enjoy discounts at our loyalty partners. Miaro Family Medicine Pharmacy with 10% off every $100 spent. Ocumed Health, Safety and Wellness for discounts up to 10% on your doctor's visit. 11th Avenue Doctor's Office for 10% off your first visit. Dr. Rampol's Family Practice for 10% off your visit. Plus, Guardian Life of the Caribbean for 5% off for new customers.
Your Christmas is safe with us at PCU. Police Credit Union. Police Credit Union. Your Christmas is safe with us at PCU. Police Credit Union. PCU. Police Credit Union.
Get an easy zero-interest Christmas loan at Police Credit Union today. Borrow up to $25,000 with affordable monthly payments. New members, you get up to $10,000. No interest, no installments until January. Apply online at www.policecreditunion.com. Loan subject to credit approval.
Murphy Roofing System, for everything you may need to keep a roof over your head. They specialize in new installations. They also do all roof repairs, roof cleaning, roof painting, and resheeting steel fabrication, framing, guttering and undersealing, renovations, construction, and more. Murphy Roofing System also supply all roofing and building material, and for all jobs on flat surfaces only, free transportation and scaffolding. So contact them today for a site visit and a free estimate. Just call 642-5714 or 356 Roof or WhatsApp 298-ROOF. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Murphy Roofing System or online at murphyroofing.com. Remember, Murphy Roofing System, where you always get quality work for your money.
The Dental Board of Trinidad and Tobago comprises of all registered dentists and dental auxiliaries. The board is managed by the Dental Council of Trinidad and Tobago. The DCTT sets and upholds the standards which are met by all our registered dental practitioners. It is therefore important to ensure your dental practitioner is registered with us. An updated list of all registered dentists in Trinidad and Tobago can be found on the DBTT's website. To access this, visit our website www.dctt.org.tt and search for your dentist. This ensures you receive the best quality dental care in line with the standards set by the DCTT. You can claim and receive your insurance benefits. And in the unlikely event of an issue with your dental care, you can file a complaint. So visit our website www.dctt.org.tt and ensure that your dental practitioner is registered.
For something as uniquely crafted as your eyes, you should have lenses made with the most care and precision. At Adams Optical, our mission is to deliver optimal eye care. Our 3 branches are conveniently located in Rio Claro, San Fernando, and Chagones. Come in today for a free comprehensive eye exam. We have full single vision or bifocal glasses from just $5.95. Adams Optical, we care for your eyes.
Adams Optical.
Are you depressed and bogged down by problems? Then meet Pandit Narasimha. He is an expert in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and solves problems in marriage, relationships, love, business, jobs, health, and removes all evil spirits, black magic, and bad luck permanently. Then call Pandit Narasimha 304-3506. That's 304-3506.
Next page, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven, baby. Next page, we have to bake for you. So come try our menu.
Yeah, we got chicken and chips, ice cap, refreshers, waffles on a stick. We got shark and salmon, shrimp, lobster, and the kingfish. Just come take a taste of the sweet life. Come send your taste buds to paradise. Hey, it only takes one bite, yeah.
Next page, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven, baby. Next page, we have the bakes for you. So come try
Mrs. Ravi alongside Chalana,
representing the Next Bakes.
Okay.
We are at Pluck Road, La Fortune. We've been touring the country, and yes, we've had everywhere from landslides up on the north coast, Lady Young Road, we're in Rail Springs, we're now in Woodlands, Davie, other areas just on site here now at Pluck Road, and assessing damage and positions ourselves. Fortunately, we are seeing some of the water management come and go with the tide action. We're just asking people to please elevate. If you're seeing yourself at risk, expect that there's significant rainfall. It might look like a lot, but it is consistent and the soil is very waterlogged. So please be safe and exercise caution. Call the DMUs, disaster management units, and please know we're here to serve.
All right, that's Local Government Minister Faris Al-Rawi, ready to serve, man. All right, good news. You ready to serve? Yeah? So I tell you what. Let's review some of the things that took place or taken place. Rohan Sinanan in Parliament, I think it was on Friday, was asked a question by Barataria Sawa MP Saddam Hussein And it was specific to El Socorro and the flood water there, and the water just stagnant, it didn't go in anywhere. So he inquired about it, and we're going to give you that exchange so that you can get an idea of how that conversation went. So take me to the El Socorro pumps.
The member for Parliamentary, San Juan.
To the Minister of Works and Transport, will the Minister inform the House what urgent action will be taken to address the flooding situation in El Socorro South, where floodwaters have remained stagnant over the last 4 days?
The Minister of Works and Transport.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, El Socorro South is impacted by a number of main drains, and the ministry has built a pump house to pull water into the Caroni River. The pump house are activated and working. The Drainage Division has visited the area of the continued flooding. The drains that run along the local roadway are much lower than the main drain that channel the water to the pump house, causing the issue to flow. However, these drains fall under the San Juan Laventel Regional Corporation. I would advise the member, if he can liaise with his councillor in the area, to have these drains sorted out. The pump house is working, the ministry function is working. The problem there is that the councillors needs to get the water to the pump house. Thank you.
Member for Parliamentary, San Juan.
Madam Speaker, the people of El Socorro South have had water up to their knees over the last 4 days. How can the minister state that those pumps are working to get the water out of the area?
Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the minister has a team called the Drainage Division, and we also have a mechanical division. Both visited the areas and have confirmed to the minister that both pumps are working to satisfaction. The problem in the area is El Socorro South is a very low-lying area, and what is happening there is some flash flooding on the streets and the localized drain. Thank you.
Member for Parliamentary, San Juan. 1 minute, please. Member for St. Augustine, if you wish to ask a question, please do it in the proper way. I am recognizing the member for Parliamentary, San Juan. Parliamentary.
Madam Speaker, having regard to the floodwaters being in the area for over 4 days and the 2 pumps, as the minister indicated, have been working, will the minister give an undertaking to mobilize additional pumps in the area to bring relief to these residents?
Minister.
Madam Speaker, clearly the member does not understand what I just said. The water is not getting to the pump. If you put 10 more pumps, it will not solve the problem. The problem is that it's a localized area. The councillors has to get involved to make sure the localized water reaches the sump. This is a local
1 minute,
government.
Minister. 1 minute, Minister. Minister, 1 minute, please. Members, I would really like to hear the answer, and I'm sure the public would like to hear the answer. Minister.
So, Madam Speaker, again, this issue has nothing to do with the pumps, and bringing in more pumps will not solve the problem. Both pumps are working. Thank you.
Member for Miaro.
Okay. So that was the exchange there. So according to Synanon, the councillors need to get the water to the pump house. All right. Now what he's saying is that the main drains is a low-lying area, and the main drains are lower than the channels that the water have to go to get to the pump. Something to that effect, he said, right? So obviously, okay, my first question would be, who is the contractor that built the drain? Okay? All right, so we have to look at that. That's one aspect of it. But if the water is stagnant, if the pumps are working, then how is the water stagnant? Even if it's a low-lying area. I mean, I don't know, I know engineer. But the water not supposed to be stagnant to my, you know me. I don't think it's supposed to be stagnant. It's supposed to be at least going down slowly but surely, because you have this quantity of water just sitting there stagnant, going absolutely nowhere. And I don't know how the councillor is supposed to get the water. I don't know if they're supposed to come with buckets and scoop up the water and carry it to the water pump and throw. I don't know. I don't know what he means by that. But obviously, if what he is saying is true in terms of the drains and low-lying area and the drains being lower than the channels that the water have to pass, then okay, maybe that's something to look at in terms of the contractor who built the drain and why it was built in that manner, and if they didn't account for, for that situation that they're faced with now. Now, it's interesting that the pumps are mentioned because there were two people from Bamboo. One was interviewed by the media and the other put out a video on social media. So I'm going to take it to those two videos back to back. Bamboo interview and Bamboo number 2. Run those to me.
Right, so can you tell me what's your name?
Frank.
Frank, and where are we right now?
Bamboo.
Bamboo number 2?
Yeah.
Frank, can you tell us what has been happening here? You told us since yesterday afternoon.
Since yesterday about 11 o'clock, the bank burst. High up the Jaffa Mohan Street.
Mm-hmm.
We want to fix it or we cannot fix it. The water was coming in too fast. So we cannot do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So we started to move out everybody. All the old people, everybody in Temple Street, because I live in Temple Street.
Right.
And every time, what we have faces. We have to go through this.
Frank, you were telling me about your home.
Well, my home? I can't explain what's going on with me because I have gone on since yesterday. When I leave here yesterday, water was about 3 times my height. When I go inside the house, it's about this height. So.
Right.
I live near the pump. There's real water down there because it's low.
And so you managed to rescue a lot of people since
yesterday?
yesterday?
We work there. We build this here for 2 because it's for smaller. They ask everybody. I say, this is for everybody. They bought everybody from Temple Street and all of you, all the bamboo, you can't come out and in.
And Frank, have you seen or heard from anyone in authority or the PM, the ministry, the fire services, anybody?
Not in about 10, 15, 20 years or more. Nobody will come down here. You know when else come here? When everything done, and plane start all the bank and pump and everything. They bring dummy pump per day. Right now we had dummy pump there. Just so you see where we water drop a little bit. When the water drop a little, they bring one kind of dummy pump. That's per today. And the pump right now, the pump can do nothing very hard. You see all them big boy, all them ministers, everybody will come down just now. They take picture and photo and chalalala or like everything. We are custom with that. Look at the drainage, you know. If you fix the drainage good, we won't have this problem. Yes, son? Walk around, walk a pump out. If you get a good pump, and you pump a good pump. That Leland, the pump they have right now is a Leland engine. That's in Bahu days, Austin days, that Leland. Engine, I'm truck engine. That gone through. We have more modernized pump. But I'll come out engine is coming as bamboo. All kind of thing. That had to bring a pump, had to push in a country. They could talk to any foreign man, right? And just push a pump and take care of it. It's a life emergency. That's simple thing, a pump like that. If they bring 2 cheap pumps, them things cheap. You see them things about your chow in Japan. Yeah, they bring all kind of engine, all the minutes, a BB can, all kind of thing, and nothing. Every time they just come and pump, new pump, electric pump. Look about, I was going on about 2-3 years now. I know who done the pedal police station. About 2 or 3 years I was going on there. Mason, about 10 Mason. The amount I was going on, look what's still going on there. I see iron and big higher pump. I say, what a new pump? Some kind of barricade, and make them a clean drain. The clean drain. Well, we're going on walk. What's the amount of work man is doing? The pump is the next problem with itself. We have to face it right through. Every time rainfall, we have to face it.
Right.
Instead of going high like that, it's just come up in the back like that. Anytime rainfall.
And tell me about these things in your house.
My house.
Morning, everybody. This is Mohan Street Bamboo Settlement number 2. If you can look very closely lower down here, there is the spillage of the water from the wire ball. Right, this could have been avoided because a contractor, we will find out your name just now, we will get in contact, we will know who you was, who came through some work in the Wayaba River, climbed over the riverbank, damaged the riverbank and never repaired it. Right, this is not any natural disaster, this is negligence, what have people suffering in Bamboo number 2. Right, and we will get to the bottom of this as villagers, we will find out, we will get people to help us to find out who is the contractor who did the work there and who, did not repair the bank where they crossed with the excavators, right? This is what's going on here. People underwater, people evacuate, right? Everybody watch. Watch, the road is a river now. The road is a river and people house People's house is lagoons. Watch. What's the height of that? What's the man gate there? There's a good 4 or 5 foot there before that Bisaba Ridge there. Watch, people, watch. And you cannot come and say it is a natural disaster, because this is negligence. Total negligence.
Now, the first man is saying, they just come and put dummy pumps. He said the pump they have is from, must be 20 years ago. An old pump. I remember a little while back, remember Rowan Sinanon say it had a flooding in Bamboo and the pumps never went on. The pumps never came on. And he come out in the news and he said, as I recall, that it was sabotage. That somebody sabotaged the pumps. All remember that? Because the people who live in the community, that when rainfall it is flood, they came up with the idea to sabotage the pump so that when rainfall, the whole community will get flooded out and they'll suffer losses of immense proportion. Yeah? And some people believe that was sabotage. I think it's lack of proper maintenance. And even in the paper here this morning, Sinanan says aged infrastructure a factor in flooding. You now know that? You had 2 years where the whole place was shut down for the best part of 2 years to deal with that. Yeah? The same way all was building the Curep overpass, you could have deal with that. Yeah? But anyway, this guy is talking, the first guy talking about the pumps, specifically, that they do not work. He talked about the drainage too. He said if they fix the drainage in the area, you're not going to get that problem. Who is the MP for that area? Terence Dial Singh, I'm sure. All like St. Joseph. The second guy who put out the video is saying, this is not a natural disaster, that the reason why people underwater right now is because of a contractor that damaged the riverbank and did not repair it. You remember, Director, some months ago, I ran a video with work going on in the St. Joseph River. You remember that? All right. And I said to you, imagine they're doing that in the rainy season. Remember I tell you that? I said they had the whole dry season to do that work, but they're doing it in hurricane season. Anyway. Valsayn South. Pull up the footage from Valsayn South and we'll go to the phone line and take a few calls before we take the break and come back. But Valsayn South, run me that because that's in the paper this morning too. They said Valsayn South, oh, don't worry. Noel Garcia say it's the last time Valsayn South go flood.
We have assistance, right?
We have a boat. Yeah, get we here.
All right.
On the boat. Water knee deep. Where did he came on?
Yeah, don't study here, we go.
We will kill him and curry him, not dead. We name couriers. He go by, not dead. Ball is safe, right? Alright.
Springfield, Valsayn.
Look at what's on our right. Which house is in right?
Hey, look at that fence there now, what?
Look at that fence right?
Yeah, boy, look at that fence there, boy.
Yeah, boy, the view is right. There was someone in the day.
Huh?
There was someone on the day.
Yeah.
Paris, you go, Paris can't come. No, I'm looking at number 6.
Number 6?
Yeah. But wait, we there, we turning?
Yeah, I'm turning.
You're good on our side, right? Once you good, I'm good.
Okay,
Are you good?
Alright.
You got it?
Which house is number 6?
Which house is number 6?
Yeah. This one here? Ooh, now what's that? Let me remember now what's that right? Oh, this one right there, 6? Yeah. Well, let me. But so you come in reverse and back here and you go in and oh, no, you. I'm coming in to push out there. I want to push out. Yeah, pull him out, serious? But them can't come there. That's number 6 there? With the water like it really. Where house number 6? Where house number 6? That's it? House number 6.
So that's Val saying they're looking for house number 6. Look at the water these people under. You want to tell me? You see the fellow who put the video talking about it could have been avoided? And is bad work by a contractor? You see all the incompetence? It's starting to pop up now. You go get flooding, you know. But areas that didn't used to flood like this, flooding like this now, tells me something wrong somewhere. And I want to believe that some of these contractors that they're handing out these contracts to are responsible for this to a great extent. You know why? When they come to fix the road, anybody ever notice when you have potholes in the road and they come to fix the road, they fix it and then 2 months later, you see the same potholes in the same places? Well, if 2 months, 2 months has been generous. But you ever realize that they're fixing the same problem over and over and over and over and over? Eh? Well, they notice that, like on the road. And I've noticed that for a while now. And I keep saying to myself, but who getting these contracts? Because obviously, they're not doing the job properly. So just suppose that now, to the situation with the clearing of these rivers and the work that has to be done there to alleviate flooding when the rainy season comes, and then you seeing flooding like this taking place in certain areas where work should have been going on. Because remember, Ron Sinanan said 144 projects at $50 million, you know. You had to wonder what quality of work was done. Who are these contractors that got these contracts? Because let me tell you something, the feeding frenzy, just be real, you know. But 2355325. Let me go to the phone now. But this is Valsane. This is where Noel Garcia said it will never flood again. Hello, morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Stephan.
Morning, dear.
What's his name? Sinanan said that they pump in the water to the Caroni River.
Yes.
So the Caroni River overflow, it bursted banks. So where is that water going? Where did they get these two idiots, Hines and Sinanan, to be in the government? We have a national disaster. Why is the army not called out to assist these people?
Yeah.
Look at the water in Valsane, right? Pumps not working.
Yeah.
So, T&T, don't we have engineers in Trinidad? Qualified engineers?
Exactly.
I would like to know. Thank you.
And it's so ironic that Sinanan said in his response to Hussein, he said, well, we have a drainage division with engineers. But Sinanan, well, you need to fire all of them. You need to fire all of them. And yes, where the army in true? They should be out. I mean, it has happened all over the world, you know. For the all over the world posse, you know. Yeah. Oh, yes. Take another call. Director.
Good morning, Stephan.
Director said the president and flood out tonight. Why have you come out?
Right.
Yes,
Hi,
my dear.
Stephan.
Yes, dear.
First of all, let me say my father is obsessed with your program.
Okay.
I wake up to it every morning. So
Okay,
it's a battle between that and wanting to listen to my budgeons.
All right. All right. No.
On Jagrati. So I'm calling from Bamboo number 2, where we have water up to our shoulders.
Wow.
I have to evacuate my house and come to a higher house. And let me just say that video about the contractor is true. He's practically responsible for this disaster we are going through because he is the one who dredged the rivers and make a whole mess, and we are suffering the consequences of it.
Okay.
Also, we do have a problem with the pumps, so it's like a it's two problems. It's that and the pumps, because we barely have a functioning pump. Half of the time it have no diesel. It's barely working.
Wow.
And then we have a next pump that just there existing. It's not working.
And it's not working. That's why you guys saying dummy
if
pumps.
we can have proper pumps, we wouldn't have this problem.
Okay.
And there's no sight of the government.
Nobody
we don't
will
have
come
any
down there?
help. No, nobody's basically helping. No. Everybody just stranded and we have to evacuate.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So yeah. So the both videos are correct with the pump and with the contractor.
Okay.
And the water is very high in Bamboo number 2. It's shoulder and it's rising.
And it's rising still?
It is still
Yeah, because the
rising.
water
And
has
high
nowhere to
tide is at
go.
9 something a.m.
Yeah, because the water has nowhere to go, so it's going back up.
Yes. We at Bamboo always suffering, and I really wish the government could hear this and help us.
All right, darling.
Okay, take care, Stephan.
All right, I'll take another one. We take about 2 more. We take a break and then we come back and go back to the phone line. What? What is that, miss? Talk to me. Yeah. No. I wouldn't doubt it. They don't maintain anything. They don't maintain anything properly. That is what we see in here is a result of lack of proper maintenance and lack of proper work being done. There's maintain the self, that's right. Take another one. The residents in these areas know exactly what the problem is, you know. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Stephan.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take a drive down in the back by Route to Plastic, and that's south of the opposite coast area there on the highway, there is real massive backfilling of the storm going on in the back there. It has been going on for years. All that water, that's why Mover Junction now is flood, all of Balancing area, where the water would normally go in the mangrove and settle there. That no longer exists.
Okay.
So, and that backfilling is adjoining the dump, but it's in the back there out of everybody's eyesight.
What going on in the back there?
They have security posted there where not any and everybody could pass to go and see it. Yeah.
So the balance
you
of the
might
back
want to
there?
look into that.
All right, no problem. You see, they're the same thing. The all over the world posse now, you know? Here we just can't understand. Right now, I go up Bond Road this week. You know how to go up Bond Road? They gave approval for a big project to take place on the hill. They cut in the hill. It's affecting people's house. Just now, according to the residents, about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses go collapse, you know, due to that project, you know. But I'll go up because Gary Aboud highlighted that project before it even started, you know. All you remember? He said, why it is they give approval to build something here? It's going to affect all these people. Since that project started, when rain fall, Bond Road does flood out. All down on the western main road does flood out with water coming down from Bond Road because of that project. But you know, they partner to get approvals now. Morning. Final caller in this hour. Hello. Yeah. So it's all that you have to look at. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Stephan.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
When the pumps were installed, it was installed in the lowest place in Bamboo. So all the water from Curab all over the places, this will come down there and the pump will start and pump all the water.
Right.
Every 12 hours, either tide high or it low. So whenever the tide low, the water will run out.
Right.
They had urban development and they never improve on the drainage and nothing for the water to run into the Caroni River.
Into the Caroni River, right?
They never expand the Caroni River, they never dredge the Caroni River. So all of this water going. the Minister of Works hides behind his workers and say, they say, but he couldn't go himself to see whether the pump working or not.
Yeah.
And he hides behind us all the time. And there's a new talk show with them now. Next year, when the place dry, then they go deal with that.
Yeah.
Save waterfall from now until February. People are still under water from now until then.
Now until then, yeah.
What really going on?
Yeah. See? The people in these communities know exactly, thanks a lot, caller. The people in these communities could tell you, any community you go to, if you go in Bamboo number 2, Kuva, Karani, if you go to Mafiking, if you go to Woodland, that's underwater right now too, if you go up in Sangre Grande, if you go to Dabadi, if you go to the Beatum, if you go to Lavanti, if you go to Diego Martin, if you go anywhere you go, wherever you have a problem in an area where people living, the people in the area could give you the solution to the problem because they could identify the problem. You know why? Because the people who elected to office to represent the area, they don't live there. The people who appointed ministers, they don't live there. It's the people in the community that live there and had to face it every day. They know. So when you go and you talk to them and they tell you this causing the problem, believe that. If they tell you the pump ain't working, it ain't working. Because if it was working, the water wouldn't be stagnant. Anyway, we come back with some more calls and an interesting article that you should hear. I can't believe. But you know, man. I'm going to tell you about Open Minds Education real quick. Open Minds Education, of course, no uniform, no textbook, no transportation cost. You're going to save money. And I'm telling all this, you're going into 2020, you're going to want to save money. You don't have to sit in traffic every day because you could study from the comfort of your own space from preschool to Form 5 CSEC and adult part-time classes as well. And they got the conversational Spanish and US-based soft skills certification going on as well. It's 100% online. All you have to do is call 377-6635 or 388-6635 and get yourself registered, or you can go online and register on www.openminds.education. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, more calls and more of what is going on in the water world of Trinidad and Tobago.
We are at Pluck Road, La Fortune. We've been touring the country, and yes, we've had everywhere from landslides up on the north coast, Lady Young Road, we're in Rail Springs, we're now in Woodlands, Davie, other areas just on site here now at Pluck Road, and assessing damage and positions ourselves. Fortunately, we are seeing some of the water management come and go with the tide action. We're just asking people to please elevate. If you're seeing yourself at risk, expect that there's significant rainfall. It might look like a lot, but it is consistent and the soil is very waterlogged. So please be safe and exercise caution. Call the DMUs, Disaster Management Units, and please know we're here to serve.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. However, at Better Life Ostomy Care Store and Clinic, they understand and offer a full range of products that will allow you to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. Better Life Ostomy Store and Clinic is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. Give them a call at 308-6709 or 472-5878, or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Store and Clinic, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
With the brand new Passage One card, earning points is as easy as shopping at any Passage Food King supermarket, Bright Ideas and Crave. And let me show you how easy it is to redeem points. You can redeem your points when you shop for new curtains, household items, decor, flowers, and seasonal items at Bright Ideas. You can enjoy discounts at our loyalty partners. Miao Family Medicine Pharmacy with 10% off every $100 spent. Ocumed Health, Safety and Wellness for discounts up to 10% on your doctor's visit. 11th Avenue Doctor's Office for 10% off your first visit, Dr. Rampol's Family Practice for 10% off your visit, plus Guardian Life of the Caribbean for 5% off for new customers.
Welcome to the Iron Studio, a contemporary metal shop that offers a wide array of products and services, including welding, fabricating, wrought iron patterns, custom bending, and CNC plasma cutting. They are suppliers of belly bars, twisted bars, scrolls, wheel enclosures, and welding supplies. At the Iron Studio, you can get custom created signs, emblems, or insignias. They can also replicate hard-to-acquire metal parts. The Iron Studio is a full-service metal shop with an experienced team of customer reps and forge masters that can competently handle any of your metalwork needs. Located at 5B Trin City Industrial Estate, you can contact them at 223-5294, WhatsApp 264-8884, or email info@ironstudiogroup.com. The Iron Studio, whether it's creation, customization, or replication, they can fill all your metalwork needs.
An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind.
Attention men, erectile dysfunction affects nearly 50% of men over age 50. If pills don't work for you or give you side effects,
our shockwave therapy treatment is successful in
90% of cases.
Honey, Dr. Love Health Store can help with your erectile dysfunction. 6 sessions, only $2,000. TT, guarantee. Do it.
Shockwave therapy is one of the most effective and widely accepted clinical practices for the treatment of chronic soft tissue injuries, to treat different conditions involving tendons, plantar fasciitis, knee pain, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, back pain, shin splints, and many more are successfully treated with Shockwave.
Also do body massages.
Contact Dr. Love Health Store, PTSD Transit Mall, Quezon San Juan, San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. Call 366-4058 or 478-9222. Check us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and our website, drloversea.com.
This is the musical surgeon Dr. Ross, inviting you to the sweetest Christmas show ever, Soca Parang Fiesta, Saturday 10th December, Sapa, and Sunday 11th at Napa. I'll be your host, inviting you to come on down. Let's have a sweet time together.
Excitement is building for the sweetest Soca Parang show ever. Get your tickets now to be a part of Soca Parang Fiesta in tribute to Kenny J.
I won't be crushed.
Enjoy top stars like Myron B.
With a broken man like me.
Alicia Jagasa, Rokro, Marcia Miranda, Poser, Marilyn Williams, Rome, Eddie Charles, Ninja, Bindley B, the Xavier String, the Alumnus de San Juan, and your host for both nights, Dr. Ross.
If you need a roller stick, for free.
All happening at Soca Parang Fiesta, Saturday 10th December, Sapa San Fernando, 6 p.m. and Sunday 11th, Napa Port of Spain, 4:30 p.m. General admission tickets cost $300, but if bought by Saturday December 3rd, cost $50 less. This is the last discount for the show. Special reserve available on request.
For more info, call 331-4285.
Now open opposite Citygate, Port of Spain, the Bossa Soup. All your favorite soups: cow heel, fish broth, pigtail, oxtail, beef lentil, corn, chicken corn, veggie lentil. Get whatever you want, however you want it. And introducing this $6 breakfast: bread and chana, chow mein, chicken liver, bhaji, pumpkin, and all added sauces with tea or coffee. Nothing hits the spot like a hearty, nutritious meal from the boss. So if you don't want soup, they can create a meal. The Bossa Soup, with 6 locations across the country: Chadwick Road, Port of Spain; West Bees, Diego Martin, opposite Medford Gas Station, Endeavour, Chaguanas; Corner Prince and El Carmen Street, Arima; Toure Road, San Grande; and the newest outlet opposite Citygate, Port of Spain. If it's not the boss, it's not the best.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator sports, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their two locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Open Minds Education offering 100% online tuition from preschool to Form 5 and part-time classes for CSEC repeaters and adults. Finally, no more morning rush and daily traffic. No more back-breaking book bags that you can't even lift. No more hunting down expensive textbooks that never get used. No uniforms, school bags, or school shoes. No worries about transport costs or safety. Give yourself a break today and have your children learn from the comfort of your own space. Keep your children safe from contagious diseases and bullying. Shall we socialize through gaming, movies, yoga, and mindfulness? Develop entrepreneurial skills and more. Call us today, 377-6635 or 388-6635, and check us out on Facebook and our website, www.openminds.education. Open Minds, the future of education.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Murphy Roofing System for everything you may need to keep a roof over your head. They specialize in new installations. They also do all roof repairs, roof cleaning, roof painting, and resheeting steel fabrication, framing, guttering and undersealing, renovations, construction, and more. Murphy Roofing System also supply all roofing and building material, and for all jobs on flat surfaces only, free transportation and scaffolding. So contact them today for a site visit and a free estimate. Just call 642-5714 or 356 Roof or WhatsApp 298-ROOF. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Murphy Roofing System or online at murphyroofingsystem.com. Remember, Murphy Roofing System, where you always get quality work for your money.
All right, people, so we're back. Second hour, 12 minutes past your 7 o'clock. A little bit later on, we are set well aboard with a topic called the Last Supper. Very interesting. But nevertheless, Theodophilus, enzyme and probiotics, IBS, burning stomach, acid reflux, bloating and ulcers. Go get yourself Theodophilus, enzyme and probiotics. A healthy gut is a major step toward better living. Pick it up at leading pharmacies and health stores near you. And of course, to get yourself Theodophilus or more information on it, just call or WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. I have, since yesterday, I have gotten messages on my phone. And this is from different people, Different people sending me these messages. As I now show the Valsain South footage. Good? I get another message. Yesterday morning I get it. This morning I get it again. So I want to ask Terence Dialsing, who live in Valsain South, right? I think Greenville Avenue or somewhere there. Did you call a 6-man crew to clean out your yard? Good? Did your electronic gate fall? And did you call in a truck to come in and pick up the gate? And the truck then, of course, created waves of water which went back into the neighbor's yard. It have a home for the elderly, 11 patients, 2 houses from you. Have you offered any assistance to them? You are the MP for the area, but you're calling in a crew to clean out your yard, your house, to pick up your gate, and you ain't ask your neighbors anything? Nobody on the street and see you? You ain't find out how people going, nothing at all? I just asking, you know. If you're calling a personal favor, forgetting all the other people who live on the street, all the taxpayers, right? Just to see about yourself. That's what I want to find out. You see, that's the problem I have with these people, you know. People who just like to enter the realm of politics. Politics is a people profession. You have to like people. You have to want to help people, genuinely want to help them. Politics is not a self-serving thing. It is supposed to be. But in Trinidad and Tobago, once you're in politics and you get into a particular situation, you could call in favors for you and your friends and your family, and to hell with everybody else. So I'm just asking now, because like 4 people between yesterday and today who living in the area have informed me of this. Yesterday morning I get it from one. I ain't take it on. I said, well, maybe the person exaggerated, no scene, I know no footage to go with it. But now I sit down here, I run the Valsane South footage, and I get bam, 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 going through my messages during the break. 3 different people. That's the kind of member of parliament you are. I mean, I don't really regard you as being a human being. You know what I mean? I don't think you're a human being. Human beings have compassion and understanding and love for people. I don't think you have that. Right? You ain't shed a tear for your neighbors yet? You know, use the tongue crier? Director, I'll tell you where we're going here. No, sorry, 11 Valsane North, not South, sorry. But I run the Valsane South footage, but they informed me. It's Valsane North. But he called a truck to clean out the yard and thing, you know. So you need him come out to deal with the people on your street, boy? Anyway. Just now, let me see where I'm going here now. To have an interesting story. I'm just asking now. We had some landslides. You can just pull up the footage. 2 landslides. This one I think was in Brasso. Yeah, like a man was going on film it and they say, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there, it's going on fall. That is bam. The next one, I didn't get the area identified, but this is another landslide that took place. Right? Now, this is just, you can't blame, I mean, you can't blame no government, no, you know what I mean, for things like this. This happens with the bad weather and that kind of thing, and, you know, these are things that will happen. But this is just a precaution for people. Be careful when you're going through places like Lady, when you're driving over the Lady Young and thing, you never know when these things could occur. Director, we had a clip called Flood Victim. Yeah? Run me that clip quick, because I'm going to read an article after that. But I want to run this flood victim clip so that people like Terence Dial Singh and Faris Al-Rawi, the local government minister, and Rohan Sinanan, and Fitzgerald Hines even, they could understand what people is go through now. The commoners now, you know? You know the commoners, the peasants? Yeah. So, run me the flood victim clip.
Right, so tell me where you live.
I live at the second to last house. My uncle-in-law living in his last house, and my brother-in-law and his wife and his next brother-in-law living inside the next house next to us.
Right.
So we have pretty much window height water, and if high tide come up, it's more, so it'll be like 5 feet water, probably 7 feet water if high tide come up. It's quite a situation. The Ruby drive, I have 2 babies, a 6 months old and a 3-year-old.
And when you all left your home?
We left home Friday evening when this water started came up. Friday evening. I'm by my in-laws right now staying. I have work tomorrow and I can't go. Just job for a long while and can't go nowhere right now. So it's very difficult right now when you know you lost everything. Start back from scratch, not even a mattress to put your head to sleep on. Household items gone, wares probably floating inside. Everything gone, TV gone, fridge gone, freezer gone, everything gone. It's really, really hard to me to start back from scratch. And it takes years to get on things. You put aside money, bank money, hide money to get these things. My newborn baby probably have his crib inside and floating with water. He cribs have toys, pampers, all kind of things inside, it floating. So it's really, really difficult to know. When you get this kind of water, nobody helping. We get water, this is about 7 times bigger water, 6 times water, and nobody even helping. No food items, no grocery items, no household items, not even disinfect, mop, broom, sweep, nothing. No help at all. It's very, very difficult. On the next road there too, that is Pillar Street, that is in normal access to that road. This is that road I'm in Ruby's Drive. I only live in here 5 years. The first year I came here, this was the amount of water. I only had one baby at that time. It was terrible. Lost everything. I cried.
You're that woman going through. You put aside money, take your years to get the little things that you enjoy, and now you have to start from scratch. These people starting from scratch every single year. You hear what she's saying? Nobody helps. Yeah? Nobody. Same thing the man in Bamboo say. So them they lying. Well, I are wrong long enough to know who does lie. I hear countless lies over the last few years. Lie in your face, lie behind your back. Lie. So, with that, put up the 3 months for me. Or you can imagine this. I come across this article yesterday, you know. Man's home surrounded by water over 3 months. His home is now an island. For the past 3 months, all you listening to what I telling all you? For the past 3 months, Zaid Mohammed's home has been flooded with over 4 feet of water. The water has settled in and around his Walker Trace, Arena Road, Freeport home, and now has a film of green algae growing on it. Mohammed's home is just off the southbound lane of the Solomon Hochoy Highway, and he said the water settles around his home because of a blocked drain on the northbound lane of the highway. Guardian Media visited his home on Saturday, where an emotional Mohammed recounted his efforts over the past several months to get assistance. He said, quote, I want to listen, you know, for the all over the world crew. I went to the Ministry of Works. They sent me to the Highway Division, and like that they have me dancing back and forth. They tell me it's about 500 jobs in Central alone, and it's a long wait, and the engineer didn't bring in any information. End quote. He said because the water has not receded, his family has had to seek refuge at a neighbor's house. He said, quote, it's 3 months now, I'm not inside my house. Every time it go down a little bit, the rain come, the water come back up, my son sleeping on a couch by a neighbor, and me and my wife, we sleep on the ground. Most of his furniture and appliances are now destroyed, and if the issue is ever dealt with, you hear what the man said? If it ever dealt with, you know, not when it dealt with, you know, if it ever dealt with, Mohammed will have a hard task of starting again. He said sometimes the water can get as high as 8 feet. And when Guardian Media visited, a water line could be seen just beneath the windows of the house. Although his situation seems dire, Mohammed said he has not given up and continues to try to find ways to get the water to run off. But his efforts are not enough. He said, quote, today it was going down. I saw some improvement. I cleaned the drain all the way down and it pulled out some of the water, but we need the help to clear the cylinders. The cylinders run under the highway and during a visit, only the top of the 12-foot wide cylinder could be seen with a small stream of water trickling through. Another resident, Renuka Eccles, has also been affected, but fortunately for her, her home was built on stilts, so the water only settles around the house. It means, however, that she and her family must wade through the murky water to get into the house. But it's what lives in the water that frightens her the most. She said, quote, "We now have 2 caimans living around the house. We see them swimming around the house downstairs. So we can't come out. We also get snakes on the steps and all under the house." Councillor for the area, Vishan Mohammed, said the Ministry of Works and Transport has failed to act to assist Mohammed, no relation to his family, and he said, quote, "What we are seeing for the last 3 years, there are blockages on the western side of the highway, and we have made numerous requests to the ministry to have this cylinder cleared on the western side, and they have consistently failed to do so." He said ministry officials have told him they have limited resources. Like the usual cry, we have limited resources. He said, quote, "At the corporation's end, we would have set the date, put together the equipment, the personnel, our engineering team, and municipal police. All we needed from the ministry was supervision to carry out the works, and they were no show," the councillor said. He said since then he has been unable to get on to the ministry's officials, and Guardian Media contacted Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan for comment, but up until press time he had not responded. How convenient. You have a man, house underwater for 3 months. 3 months, you know. Not 3 days, not 3 weeks, 3 months, you know. And Sinanan and them fellas and them sign up in Parliament to tell people what working and what not working. Nice performance. And all over the world. Yeah, that is happening all over the world. Watch the news. Yeah? He said the councillors in El Socorro need to move the water to the water pump. But the councillor in that area saying they put together everything and all they needed from the ministry was supervision to do the work, and they were no show, they couldn't do the work. But in El Socorro, no, it's not the Ministry of Works. We put everything together. It's the councillors. But you have a councillor telling you, the Ministry of, and a resident telling you, he gone to the Ministry of Works, get one set of run around. 3 months now, the man underwater. They say there are no resources. Yeah? What time it is? 7:27. In terms of, I just want to run a very short clip here before we go to the calls. We'll take a few calls and then we'll get to set. But I was doing a little surfing on the net now, and I was watching people going through these high waters, and I was saying to myself, you know, they're bringing this amphibian. This amphibian. We don't even know where it is. Right? But if it is that this is going to be the situation on a consistent basis, then maybe it's airboats we need. We should have buy a little fleet of airboats. Run me the clip of the airboats. Let them see what a rescue airboat is.
The Pikeville Fire Department recently added a new rescue airboat to their arsenal of life-saving equipment, which will prove invaluable when emergencies occur on or near the water.
All the flooding and stuff that we were having in Pike County and surrounding counties, that a lot of places you couldn't get a regular boat to get people. Well, the city came up with the idea of looking to purchase a rescue airboat. It's just sitting behind me that you see. What is different about it, people are saying, well, why do you need a swamp boat? Well, this ain't a swamp boat. This is a rescue airboat. There's a big difference in them.
Unlike traditional boats, an airboat has no propeller in the water, just the flat bottom, which enables that boat to leave water and travel across land, snow, or even ice if needed, greatly expanding rescue opportunities during disasters. For example, during flash flooding situations, which eastern Kentucky is prone to, a boat like this is sure to save lives.
That's why we went through a class in Orange County, Texas, Went there to pick the boat up, and we had a driver's training class there. Plus, we also had the guy that's over Rescue 1 airboats. He's a certified nationwide, worldwide instructor on airboat operations. He come in, and we had a week-long class with him. An airboat is like a UTV. It can go on land. It can access places that you just cannot get to by a regular boat. And that's really why the city come about wanting to purchase one of these. Plus, also, with all the traffic that we have on our river, it just falls in great with it.
So you see, it have tools out there for situations like this. So instead of the army and the fire service and the police and all the arms of the protective services and all the first responders just sitting down and doing absolutely nothing because the water too high or the car going, and you had to have the residents coming out with boats now and pulling boats through murky waters to go and rescue people and get them out of the house. That's the role of the government. That's the role of your leaders. They're supposed to be thinking. Now we're supposed to avoid situations like this on the whole. But what if we got a Category 4 or Category 5 hurricane? What would be the situation in Trinidad and Tobago if, according to Faris Al-Rawi, while it's looking like plenty rain, you know, is a drizzle. If a drizzle could cause that, what do you think a Category 4 or 5 hurricane could cause? And then what? How are we going to rescue people? We don't think ahead, you see. Because clowns run in the place. They're void of ideas. Those go for about $15,000 to $20,000 US. But you know they'll get out some contract and the contractor go charge them about $100,000 for one. Yeah? And you go pay for that. 10 times over. Let me take about 3 calls before we go to the break. Simple solutions to the problem. Simple solutions. Simple. This is an algebra here. There's 1 plus 1 equal 2. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Stephan, good morning.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
Stephan, what I want to tell is that since yesterday, after yesterday, around this country, water all over the place after yesterday.
Yeah.
But the Minister of Education make a statement that school is being today. This place is not in no position for school to be open today. But after yesterday, the water level at that high. And then the next problem is in some areas don't have water since last week Tuesday.
Yeah.
And in those areas have school. So how do they expect schools to go on with all the water in the tap? You enjoy it.
Yeah, my brother, good point. 2355325. I'll take 2 more. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Steph.
Yeah, Barco, go ahead.
How you going, man?
I cool, man.
Stephan, you see a statement to make just now there?
Uh-huh.
What if we had a hurricane?
Yeah.
This is what I've been saying years. You see this isolated flooding that we're having in the country?
Yeah.
And the destruction it's causing? Now, for the past couple of days, we had moderate rainfall for a length period of time.
Yeah.
That created this situation we're seeing right now. Just imagine, we had 3 hours of torrential downpour, what we just call rainfall in boxcar drop.
Yeah.
You know what disaster would have happened in this country? People would not have time to even come out of the house and they would have flooded away.
Yeah.
And now the lies and deceit of this government is showing up. All the lies they're talking about and drain and clean the waterway and things showing. And it's hard to say this, with everything people going through. But you see, this country and the people deserve everything that they get. Because of stupidity that we sit down and only wait until something come knocking on our door and then we go react.
Yeah, then we react to it, yeah.
Let me tell you something. The whole of Trinidad going to flood out just now. The whole of Trinidad going to flood out. If we get a hurricane and torrential downpour for a couple hours, and these people are sitting by and just coming up with this, the rivers them are now 50%, 90%. This is what we reach to in this country, you know.
Yeah.
People in dire separation, and these men them coming and holding conference and telling about statistics. And we're King COVID there. Anybody see this man anywhere around?
No, the man, well, according to the reports I have here from people living in the area,
because I hear it had flooding
and secure place and all kind of thing and leave everybody.
I hear it had flooding somewhere around the the Prime Minister residence, and people was floating away on some kind of special floating branch. I don't know if that's true or not.
I ain't know about that, Panda. I ain't know about that.
I know.
But
we can see.
Yeah, thanks
Have a good morning, Stephan.
Yeah, man, no problem. All right. 26 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. We squeeze one more very quickly. Hello, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man.
From Faisabad.
Yeah, Faisabad, go ahead.
Yeah, Stephan, morning, boy, morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Morning, Trinidad. One of the things about Trinidadians, we don't take advice. Boy.
Yeah.
I see we have a thing advising people to move their structures. They're not listening. I move my house, you know. They're not listening. you feel it easy, though, yeah? So once we have people, leaders like that, we in a bad place.
All right, my brother. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what? We have that clip, Faris Al-Rawi, too. The man actually said that, you know, in case you want to see if the caller, the man not exaggerating. Al-Rawi said, if the water start to rise, move your structures. Well, let's take this in. We go to the break. We come back with set. Lord. All right. Sorry. Yeah. I'll quick on the draw. I'll quick on the draw. Yeah. The man said, move your car, move your structure. All right. We go to the break.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle from the first restaurant in 1968 when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air. Like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste and I love it too. And the kids, they have more to enjoy. For me, the Castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you. And is the real flavor of TNT.
It is important for the public to avoid dental quacks and only visit registered dentists. A dental quack is an untrained person who pretends to be a dental professional and who dispenses dental advice along with treatment for which he or she is not authorized. Quacks may be attractive because their prices are lower than qualified dentists, but patients must be aware that their improper practices, inadequate diagnostic tools, and poor sterilization protocols can be dangerous, even life-threatening. These can result in mishaps during the dental procedure, such as excessive bleeding and severe anesthetic reactions. Fatal infections transmitted via blood and saliva, such as coronaviruses, HIV/AIDS, hepatitis B and C, and others. Possible long-term negative effects such as bone loss, abnormal growth, tooth loss, and they can miss detecting oral cancers. The DBTT strongly encourages the public to only visit qualified dentists who display registration certificates issued by the DBTT. Visit www.dctt.org.tt to view the list of trained and certified dentists operating in Trinidad and Tobago and make sure that your dentist is registered.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread.
Join Dr. Love Work at Home Pharmacies.
The Fountain of Life mascot is giving out $15 and $30 discount coupons nationwide. Dissolve cataracts without surgery and pain.
My name is Esther Vincent. High definition eyedrop has removed my cataracts without surgery or pain. Thank you, Dr. Love.
Prevention is better than cure. Family history of cancer or not, alkaline your body for less than $2 a day with our Silver King Vitamin B17. We have treatments for the following ailments: acid reflux, clogged arteries, diabetes and hypertension, pinched nerve, dementia and memory loss, hemorrhoids, kidney and bladder stone remover, testosterone booster. Deliveries nationwide.
Contact Dr. Love Health Store, PTSD Transit Mall, Quezon San Juan, San Fernando, Trinidad and Tobago. Call 366-4058 or 478-9222. Check us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and our website, drloversea.com.
Are you experiencing problems with family, job, marriage, etc.? Visit Master Jai Balaya at his astrology center. Master Jai Balaya is a world-famous astro-palmist. He is an expert in bringing back your loved ones, removal of bad luck, negative energy, evil spirits, etc. Guaranteed results in days, no matter what your problems are. Call 481-9995 for appointments.
This is 1020 with yours truly, Junior K. It's really simple. We visit different businesses and give them 20 seconds to express 10 different reasons to you, the viewer, why you should purchase their items. Today we feature 5-Star Kids Boutique. I'm Lower High Street, San Fernando, Lakshmi Jewelers. Today we're at Hearty Food Supermarket, East Side up in Arima. Representing, of course, we have Jarrell. Jarrell, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And the clock is ticking. Vegan.
Unbeatable days. Grocery delivery. Hearty Foods app.
Miss Lakshmi, are you ready?
Indeed.
Well, begin.
Next page, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven, baby. Next page, we have the bakes for you. So come try our menu.
Yeah, we got chicken and chips, ice cap, refreshers, waffles on a stick. We got shark and salmon, shrimp, lobster, and the kingfish. Just come take a taste of the sweet life. Come send your taste buds to paradise. Hey! It only takes one bite, yeah.
Next page, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week at South Haven, baby. Next page, we have the bakes for you. So come try
this is Ravi alongside Chalana,
representing the Next Bakes. Okay. Tactical Enterprises Limited, located at Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia. They wholesale and retail cellular phones and cellular accessories, smart home automation products, portable Bluetooth speakers, office chairs, and ideal gifts for the young generation. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Tactical Enterprises or call 716-2900, 469-9900 or 325-0000. Tactical Enterprises Limited, Ramguli Trace, North Montplaisir Road, Cunupia, where style meets technology.
Ho, 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 ho. Hello, Central Trinidad. Did you hear about the 4th annual Santa Christmas Flea Market? Well, it's happening just off the highway at Monroe Road West. Ho, 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 ho. It's filled with plenty of discounts and gift ideas, including home furnishings, clothing, bicycles, toys, ride-ons, lights and deco, household goods, and more. The flea market is from December 2nd to the 24th, so make sure to pop by. Monroe Road is the place to be for deals and Christmas cheer this year. The 4th annual Santa's Christmas Flea Market at Monroe Road. Vendors, spaces are limited, so book now. Call 745-1369. It's filled with plenty of discounts and gift ideas, including home furnishings, clothing, bicycles, toys, ride-ons, lights and deco, household goods, and more. The flea market is from December 2nd to the 24th.
Welcome to the Iron Studio, a contemporary metal shop that offers a wide array of products and services, including welding, fabricating, wrought iron patterns, custom bending, and CNC plasma cutting. They are suppliers of belly bars, twisted bars, scrolls, wheel enclosures, and welding supplies. At the Iron Studio, you can get custom created signs, emblems, or insignias. They can also replicate hard-to-acquire metal parts. The Iron Studio is a full-service metal shop with an experienced team of customer reps and forge masters that can competently handle any of your metalwork needs. Located at 5B Trin City Industrial Estate, you can contact them at 223-5294, WhatsApp 264-8884, or email info@ironstudiogroup.com. The Iron Studio, whether it's creation, customization, or replication, they can fill all your metalwork needs.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn, and we have Seth Weil aboard with us. The Last Supper is the topic. We got about 7 minutes, maybe 8. So we're going to get straight to him on Zoom. Let's find out what the Last Supper is about. One of his clients told him to name it this, the Last Supper. What's up, Seth?
Good morning, Stephan Reis and all our viewers.
Nice one.
Hope you all are having a pleasant day. I know we're having a lot of flood and a lot of people in discomfort.
Yeah, boy.
That's sort of the situation,
Yeah, for real.
All right, so this morning topic, the Last Supper, and it has to do, taking a little turn away from, a lot of the psychological stuff that I've been touching on regarding mental health and with children and so forth. So you're going to take a look at the Christmas season, right? I don't think it might be surprising to most people that the Christmas season has the most amount of deaths out of all holidays, right? In fact, the deadliest day in the year is Christmas Day, followed by Boxing Day, and then the third deadliest day is January 1st, which is New Year's Day. All right. Now, these are things that we don't pay attention to or much attention to. And in Trinidad, when it comes to non-communicable deaths, on average, we have around 22 plus deaths per day, right? And these things spikes during the holiday season. Okay. All right. And they're trying to figure out, what it is causing this spike, because it was a 25-year study that was looked at, but that was concluded about 10 years ago in the U.S. And I'm going to say, the U.S. have cold weather and so forth, but then the study was duplicated in New Zealand that have their Christmas time is the summertime, and the results was the same. It is the deadliest time of the year. So why is that? Now, some associate that, you get spikes during different things, like when it have World Cup, right? So you see World Cup coming down to the end of the year.
End of the year,
So a lot of people could end up with heart attacks, and that also happens because there are a lot of deaths during the World Cup with heart attack. But we need to consider too and understand that you can't get a heart attack out of thin air. Right? Something has to be wrong with the body first in order for you to have the conditions necessary. But when you see somebody take up and they goal score or it miss, that you end up with a heart attack, right? And then we also know that during the Christmas time, a lot of people reduce their exercise because they want to, participate in the holiday activities and festivities with their family. So they are less active, right? So lower activity as well. Then, of course, excess eating takes place. People eat a large amount, way more than they would normally eat, and the stuff that they will eat is problematic. Okay. And let's not talk about alcohol consumption. Right. Alcohol consumption during the Christmas season is amplified, significantly higher, and alcohol being one of the worst things you could put in your body. Right. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but it is one of the worst things you could put in your body. All right, it increases the likelihood of death. But there's another factor where a lot of people reschedule their appointments, their health appointments. So they
Right.
would say, you know what, as it's December, I want to spend more time with my friends and family. So the appointment that I have,
I'm going to
let me put
sidestep
it for
that, yeah.
January. Yeah, sidestep that, let me put it for January. Some people would be feeling pain and discomfort. And let's say I don't want to spoil things for the family, right? So I wouldn't seek any medical attention. So I would just, postpone it. All right. Now, I have noticed over the trend, because in the past, I had days where there was a time where I used to be a preacher as well. And every January, we had a lot of funerals. Right? So
Okay.
it had a lot of funerals taking place in January. As the year starts, you would get sometimes 3 deaths from the members of the church and so forth. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We need to pay more attention to our health, our individual health, right? Yes, we also know that when it comes to hospitals and so forth, the workers, doctors and nurses would take their holidays and vacations, so they would be understaffed as well, all right? But keep in mind that, doctors and nurses are there to do their specific job, but your health is actually your responsibility,
Right.
regardless, because they need time with their families as well, all right? So what I want to encourage people to do, a lot of people would say, I'm going to do a consultation with said, but I'm going to put it for January because, Christmas time coming up.
Yeah.
And don't delay. Don't delay, because when we delay, the information that you might miss could be something that could have saved your life in that short
In that little period of time right there, yeah.
that little period. Because there are changes that you can make to your diet that people might think may not have an impact in the short term, but it does. And it has a huge impact in the short term. So, if you book a consultation with me, you get an understanding of what you should eat and what you should avoid eating.
Yeah.
So during the holiday season now, you would make better choices regarding your food choices. Because I remember growing up, during Christmas season, soft drink was rank
Yeah,
with
boy,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Real
right?
soft drink, from the time you wake up in the morning, the sweet thing, sugar.
Exactly. Because you're buying it by the cases now, because it's Christmas time. So you're buying these things, breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between the day, drink a soft drink. Well, whichever type it was, you drink something, right? And you're thinking that this is all well and fine because we don't have any knowledge of the correlation to these things and the implications it have on our health.
Yeah.
So we take it for granted, and then we just think that people just randomly get sick.
Yeah, people stock up on snacks too. Potato chips,
and
chocolates,
snacks,
biscuit,
right?
this, that, yeah.
And all those Danish cookies and whatnot.
Gosh, yeah, boy.
And you
my
feast
family
and you're eating.
Yeah.
Right? So you feast and you're eating. And this was one of the reasons that contributed back in the 16th century why Christmas was actually banned, right? In the 16th century at a point in time. Right. One of the reasons being that the behavior of people, were too lewd, too much alcoholism. It used to actually cost the government more money to repair damage from vandalism and so forth. So they prefer to ban it because of that. All right. So we need to take these things into considerations. There are more accidents during these times because more people are under the influence of alcohol.
All of that too.
So they drive in and they're more reckless and all these things happen. Now we could minimize that and reduce that if we become a little more health conscious, take a little more precaution. You want to spend time with your family, yes, but you don't have to spend that time with them intoxicated. You don't have to spend that time with them overeating. There have been years where on Christmas Day, you find me in the gym working out.
Wow.
Right? Taking a Christmas workout. That was my gift to myself, taking a Christmas workout. All right? So, adopt some better, healthy holiday habits that could, help you for the new year. Don't wait till the new year to start your new year resolution. Started before.
That's right.
Yeah, started from the December, right? Make the necessary changes. Your body is going to help you because the average person during Christmas, they would gain a permanent 1 pound each Christmas.
And then they try to work it out for Carnival.
And here's the
They
thing.
try to work
when I
it
say
back
a
out to
permanent-
get back fit for carnival, yeah.
To get back fit for carnival.
Yeah.
Now, when I say a permanent £1, they'll put on more, you know, but they're sure to keep that pound on. So in 20 years, you're 20 years heavier due to your Christmas celebrations,
Okay.
right? And that's a permanent. Some people would put on even more, but that's just on average. All right. So, what I could encourage people to do: book your consultation, educate yourself, learn about what to eat, what not to eat.
All right. So people that set while aboard, book your consultation and don't put off, you know, going. If it's a doctor you want to go to and you have a doctor's appointment, don't put it off. Go and still see about it because you never know. This is the month that you need, you know, put things in place for the new year. Don't wait till the new year. You could also call SET for more information on 761-1952. That is 761-1952. Or you can go to SET Fitness Enterprise on Facebook and check him out. SET, thanks a lot, man. Good advice.
Thank you for having me, Stephan.
All right. I like that yellow. You're looking like the amphibian.
Thanks.
All right, man. So I'll tell you what, we got some birthdays to get to. We would like to say happy birthday to a few people, and people don't forget, send an email, picture, and information to stvbreakingdawn@gmail.com. That's how you get your birthday greetings out. So, Lisa Rambo is the daughter sending out birthday greetings to her mom, Geeta. All right? And thank God for having my mom every day. She's with me and wishing my mom continued blessings and happiness and always be successful in all her endeavors. So happy birthday going out to Geeta, coming out from her daughter and the rest of her family. Also, we got to say happy birthday going out to Zafir Razak, who will be celebrating his 12th birthday today. Today's the 29th? Yes, 29th of November. And this is coming out from Auntie Shezi and your little sister Zaria and everybody at home. And they love you infinity. All right, that is Zafir Razak. Nice, man. Looking sharp. And we also got to say happy birthday to a wonderful cousin, Vijanti Ramlal. All right, wishing her many, many more years to come. That's coming on from the entire family. Vijanti Ramlal. Okay? And finally, we got to say happy birthday to Kailash Nagasa. Wishing him many, many more years. So Kailash celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday going out to you from you and your loved ones. People, we got to wrap up for today. We are behind the badge tomorrow. I think acting ASP Pitt will be in studio. We'll get to flood affected areas. Just so we don't forget, Christopher Boudram also put out an SOS. It was in the paper where he's looking for assistance, financial assistance. You're under real pressure. I'll talk about that tomorrow and give you the bank account information and everything. Don't forget, we have the drive going on. You could come down to Synergy TV from 12 noon and you could drop off stuff. And Ricky will provide trucks from Central Neon. Big up Central Neon on the set again. And we will get out there and deliver as much as we can to the people as fast as it comes in. So until tomorrow, people, have a great day, have a safe day. We out.
Asking people to take self-precaution and to push their positions with some common sense, please, as best as you can. If you see the waters rising around you, move your cars, move your structures, and let's get working together. Call us if you need.
Now open opposite Citygate, Port of Spain, the Bossa Soup. All your favorite soups: cow heel, fish broth, pigtail, oxtail, beef lentil, corn, chicken corn, veggie lentil. Get whatever you want, however you want it. And introducing this $6 breakfast: bread and chana, chow mein, chicken liver, bhaji, pumpkin, and all added sauces with tea or coffee. Nothing hits the spot like a hearty, nutritious meal from the boss. So if you don't want soup, they can create a meal. The Bossa Soup, with 6 locations across the country: Chadwick Road, Port of Spain; West Bees, Diego Martin, opposite Medford Gas Station, Endeavour, Chaguanas; Corner Prince and El Carmen Street, Arima; Toure Road, San Grande; and the newest outlet opposite Citygate, Port of Spain. If it's not the boss, it's not the best.
This is the musical surgeon Dr. Ross, inviting you to the sweetest Christmas show ever. Soca Parang Fiesta, Saturday 10th December, Sapa, and Sunday 11th at Napa. I'll be your host, inviting you to come on down. Let's have a sweet time together.
Excitement is building for the sweetest Soca Parang show ever. Get your tickets now to be a part of Soca Parang Fiesta. Fiesta in tribute to Kenny J. Enjoy top stars like Myron B.
With a broken man like me.
Alicia Jagasa, Rokro, Marcia Miranda, Poser, Marilyn Williams, Rome, Eddie Charles, Ninja, Bindley B, the Xavier String, the Alumnus de San Juan, and your host for both nights, Dr. Ross.
If you need a roller stick, for free.
All happening at Soca Parang Fiesta. Saturday 10th December, Sapa San Fernando, 6 p.m. And Sunday 11th, Napa Port of Spain, 4:30 p.m. General admission tickets cost $300. But if bought by Saturday December 3rd, cost $50 less. This is the last discount for the show. Special reserve available on request.
For more info, call 331-4285.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.